Today has been very, very stressful, full of really, really stupid ass people. And that's being nice. Driving up behind my boss. But yeah, today's been shitty. Today is not a good day. But anyways, just going home. Probably gonna order something in for dinner. I have no idea what I'm gonna do today, but like I said, I want to try to do the whole daily vlogging thing, but y'all just need to bear in mind that most of my life is boring as shit. I don't do a whole lot by myself just because doing stuff by yourself is not very fun at all. Let me roll my window up. Someone playing music over there, and it's annoying. Not that music's annoying, it's just the type of music he or she or it, whatever you want to call it, was listening to is very, very annoying. Come on, boss, go! But me and my boss are pretty good friends, so we joke around a lot with each other. If I could record stuff at work, y'all would have comedy hours every freaking day. We're hilarious. So I'll probably catch up with you guys in a little bit then, because I'm tired and I want to listen to music because I am extremely irritated today. So I will catch up with y'all in a little bit. Goodbye. I wasn't originally gonna do any ranting today because it's a lot to rant about, but so my mom has a lot of mobility issues, and she has been designated as handicapped, disabled, whatever. She has the license plate, she has the placard for the car. I pull in, and we have a not designated for us, but it's a designated handicap spot, which she's the only handicapped disabled person in this area, at least in where we're at. And I pull in, and I see this cute little red Chrysler. So I'm looking. No fucking license plate with the wheelchair on it. I can see through her back windshield. Nothing hanging from the rear view mirror. Not a damn thing. And I know sometimes my mom, with her caregivers and stuff, because I've mentioned them in the past, she's mentioned, told them that, if I'm not home during the day when they come when I'm at work, that she's fine with them parking here because, the car is is registered as the handicap vehicle for my mom. Just because I drive it doesn't mean that I'm the handicapped one. It's the transportation for the handicapped disabled person, which is my mother. Long story short, don't fucking park in a handicap spot if you're not fucking handicapped. Doesn't matter if it's for a second to go throw away your trash, because this shit happens at my work too. There's a handicap spot right outside my work, and my boss and I, we see several freaking people every day park there without the license plate, without the placard on the rear view mirror. There's times we will even go outside to look to see if it's sitting on the dash, by the windshield. Nope. I've called the police several times because it is illegal. And no, I'm not a pussy. I'm not a snitch. If you're doing something illegal, fuck you. I'm sorry. It's just, there's no reason for it. Especially when there's parking. There's a car right next to me. The spot next to it, completely open. Fuck you. There's no reason for you to be parked here. Especially if it's not marked that you're handicapped or picking someone up that is. If you're picking someone up, I understand that. But still, you're not supposed to be parked there unless you have the designation that shows that you are legally able to park there. Like I said, I apologize, but that shit pisses me off more than anything. For many, many reasons, obviously. But yeah. Don't park in a handicap spot unless you have the registration, I guess, for it, or the legal reasons, or what. Y'all know what I'm saying. Yeah. But no. And before I was gonna I was planning to record stuff when I got back home, because I thought of something to talk about when I was sitting at the light waiting to get home. And then this happened. So this is just another reason for me to turn on the camera. But I was originally going to be like, don't be an asshole. You know, it doesn't matter what... the words don't want to work. It doesn't matter what level you are in society. It doesn't matter if you're a big CEO or if you're a janitor. Treat everybody with the same amount of respect, because everyone's a person. Like, we're all people. We all deserve respect. We all, you need to be kind to people. Stop being assholes. Stop being rude. It's ridiculous. The last customer that came in right before I was getting ready to leave, I was already tired and just kind of like done with people for the day. So I was like, I'm done making sandwiches. Y'all can make this. So my boss and our assistant manager went up there to make their sandwiches. They were totally cool. They were nice and everything. And the assistant manager, he told, the lady her total. And she's like, really? It's that much? And he looked at it. He's like, oh, I apologize. I forgot, to ring your coupon. Which happens. I make that mistake sometimes. My boss makes that mistake. Everyone makes that mistake. But it's before you actually pay. So we don't have to, do refunds. Or, not that we can do refunds. But we don't, it's just... She got so angry over something that literally took 2 seconds to fix. And then she began to start yelling at him for no reason and going off about how every single Subway she goes to does this to her and never, counts the coupon or what. It's like, it's a 2-second fix. Like, calm down. And so she had already had another sandwich from before and was like, well, is that sandwich actually that price? And my boss came around the corner and she's like, yeah, that sandwich is that expensive because you got extras on it. Extras mean you pay extra. Coupons don't apply to extras. And she's like, and my boss told her, she's like, you need to stop yelling at my employees or you need to get out of the store. And she's like, that's fine. I don't want to come back anyways. And my boss is like, that's fine. We don't want you in our store because you're freaking rude. Which is the truth. Like, you go into a business and you see someone there, correct? Like, they're not a robot. They're not your slave. They're someone that's working to support their life and or other lives if they have children or dependents of any kind. We're all freaking humans, right? Like, the last time I checked, we all have flesh and bones and hair. Well, some people have hair. That's a whole different story. But we all have flesh and bones and blood and everything. Like, the last time I checked, we're all humans trying to survive this crazy shitstorm called life. Why the fuck do we have to be rude to each other to do that? Like, I really don't get it. Like I said, my main point of all of this is, like Ellen says, be kind to one another, to each other, because that's really all it comes down to. We're all trying to survive through life, which life sucks a lot. Sometimes more for other people, sometimes less for other people. Kind of like the conversation me and Casey had the other day. It just kind of depends on how, your situation, like what you were born into. But either way, just because someone's a janitor and cleans up trash doesn't mean you get to treat that person like shit because they had something happen in their life and that's all they can do, or they, have, possibly something that prevents them from doing something more. Like, there's no reason to say that, oh, this person who's cleaning up trash is trash. Because if that person wasn't cleaning up trash, who would? You know how many times I see people just leave their trash everywhere? If we just leave that's a whole nother story, but it's like, if you just leave something for someone else to do, if that's that person's job, if that job didn't exist, there would just be shit everywhere. Honestly, if you think about it. No one at my store, like customers, like majority of them, they just leave their trash on the table. It's like, did your parents not raise you right or what? But what I'm saying is, like, you need to treat someone that picks up trash the same way as you would treat, excuse me, the CEO of a major corporation who's making millions of dollars every day. You know, like, you just... Stupidity and rudeness. I've made a video about this before of, like, the 10 things I hate most in life. But one of my, like, biggest pet peeves in the world is stupidity and rudeness. And it really freaking pisses me off because there's no need for it at all. There isn't. Like, I'm getting pissed off just talking about it. Because it's so ridiculous that it should not be a thing at all. But I apologize for ranting. Sometimes there will be several times where I will go off on rants. I don't intend it to happen, but there are times where people need to know that they're being stupid or rude or whatever, and it needs to be brought to attention, because if other people don't bring it up, who will? Like, all these, I mean, because, like, with the YouTubers that have, like, bigger channels and everything, yes, you get the comments of people being rude or not using proper grammar. But they don't work a second job. Well, as far as, like, the ones that I watch anyways, they don't work a second job. Like, YouTube is their main job. They don't work a second job where they have to go deal with the public, or which, trust me, there are times where I wish I could just record the people that I have to come across every day. Like, I would blur out their faces and everything, but oh my god, it is ridiculous. Just the sheer stupidity of some people. And then, and I don't know what started this problem. I don't know how long it's been going on, but it needs to stop. People just, the main thing that I noticed that causes a lot of the stupidity and, like, problems that people have is they don't read, they don't listen, and they don't pay attention. Which, to me, those three things are all kind of common sense things, which is a whole nother thing, because no one has common sense anymore, and it's annoying. But if you don't read, then when I tell you something, or someone else tells you something that is what you should have read to begin with, you have no right to get mad at us, because you didn't take it upon yourself to educate yourself first before you opened your mouth and started talking. Key example, coupons. Read them. If you don't understand them, ask a question. Don't sit there and be like, oh, well, it's supposed to be this, blah, blah, blah. Or whatever bullshit thing people come up with. There's several things. Like I said, I have a list, which maybe with the mood I'm in, I'll make that video later. It just depends. Listening. If I ask you a question, prime example, I think it was either yesterday or the day before, I asked a gentleman, I was like, did you want a foot long or a 6-inch for the sandwich he said he wanted? He said, his reply was American cheese. That's not a size. That's a cheese. I said, okay, cool. Got your cheese. Did you want a foot long or a 6-inch? He's like, oh. It's like, yeah, you're an idiot. Paying attention. Don't be on your cell phone. Don't, like, if you're ordering and someone comes in that you know, say, hey, how's it going? Finish what you're doing with the person making your stuff. Because, like I said, we're not slaves. We're not your servant. We're not robots. Yeah, we're here to do a job, which for my job is making you a sandwich and getting you like a drink or whatever and ringing it up and taking your money for said good. But to a certain point, I have shit I need to do. I need to prep more food. I need to wash dishes. I need to clean the store. Hell, if it's towards the end of the day, I want to fucking go home. Like, I'm tired. I've been working all day. I want to go home. So if someone walks in that you know, just be like, okay, cool. These people are helping me, making my dinner, my lunch, my breakfast, whatever. I'll talk to you in a minute when you get yours done. I don't mind waiting around. Or, hey, I'm in a rush. I'll call you later so that way we can talk then. So many times I have people come in like soccer moms, because we live in an area that's full of like rich, stuck up people, and it really irritates me. Not that I'm like, where I live's decent, but it's not like I'm living the glam life. I wish, but no, I don't. So all these people, all these moms, they all know each other. They're all soccer moms and Pilates people and yoga and whatever. So they all know each other somehow. So when they come in and they're like, oh, hey, Susan, how's it going? Becky, how's it been? They sit there and they'll talk when you're in the middle of doing something for them. Okay, we'll just leave if you want to make your own sandwich and have a conversation, because you apparently are completely ignoring me at this point. Or when they walk in on their cell phones, it's like, you're not only being rude to me by talking on your phone, but you're also being rude to the person you're talking to by talking to me. And then so many people walk in like texting or just distracted in general, where like I'll have to ask people like 5 different times if they want cheese. We got to the point with, because there's a high school near us too, and so we get some of them for lunch, during the school year. I'm gonna put this down here. It's getting hot, and it's really bright and sunny, and my phone's like overheating at this point. But we get the high schoolers in during school year for lunch, and there's times where there's so many of them, and there's only so much time that they can be in there. But they'll be so busy either talking to each other or texting that they don't listen to us, which is also another thing. Like, if, it kind of goes together, paying attention and listening. If you're too busy talking to your friends, you're obviously probably not going to hear me. So if I ask you what kind of cheese you want, you don't answer me, I'll ask you one more time, did you want any cheese? And if you don't answer me, I'm sorry, your sandwich is going down. You ain't getting no cheese. And then don't sit there and stare at me like I, fucked up your world. Like, sorry, you weren't paying attention to me. You weren't, going with the flow. You were being very disrespectful by ignoring me. I have a job to do. Like, I get paid to do this. I get paid to try to be nice to you when 90% of everyone that comes in is an uber asshole. Like I said, ranting today. Just kind of need to get some stuff off my chest, because like I said, I've been in a really like crappy mood all day. I've like pretty much like since I got to work, everyone's just been really just stressful. So thank you for listening if you made it this far. If you didn't, I understand. It's okay. But I hope you enjoy the video. Keep in mind, just be nice. Treat everybody with respect. You'll get a lot further in life if you do that. Granted, sometimes being nice really sucks. Hey, how's it going? But, just be nice. Like the video. Share if you know people that do these kind of stupid things. That way they can be like, hey, you're an idiot if you do this. But yeah, like it. Comment down below if you have stories or work customer service of any kind, fast food, retail, tech, support, phones, whatever. Let me hear your shitty stories of shitty customers, because trust me, I like reading stories like that. Granted, sometimes it really irritates me, but I like reading them. So comment down below with those. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but it's not appropriate. But anyways, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good day.